Hello chatterbox out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got to on my weekend. I hope you guys have all had a lovely weekend and you're having a nice rest on your Sunday. I got up on my Saturday nice and early, ready for my 9 to 3 shift at work. I got some breakfast and got myself ready for work. Was watching a bit of TV, listening to a bit of music, watching some TikToks and vlogs, and just chilling before work. My dad then brought me to work. I got to work, got clocked in, and was working with the new assistant manager. So I was chatting with her, made myself a cup of tea before the craziness of the busy shift ahead began. And I already knew it was going to be busy because we had a load of bookings. It was actually insanely busy, but I absolutely smashed it. I didn't drop anything, didn't spill anything. I was doing some food and drink orders, some table serving of food and drinks, and some bill taking, cleaning tables and sitting people down, making sure that the tables they sat on weren't booked because we had so many bookings. But yeah, it was really good, and we had a really good playlist on as well, which was quite good. I kept on finding myself bopping up and down or starting to sing the songs, and I was like, ooh. But yeah, it was a really nice day, and the weather was really nice as well, which is good. So there were people sat outside as well, and I saw some of the regulars, so I was chatting with them, and one of them was like, "Don't you ever not work?" And I was like, "It does feel like that, but I just love it. I love seeing the regulars and just chatting for a living. Also serving food and drinks as well, and all the cute little dogs that come in because our place where I work is dog friendly, so I get to see lots of cute puppies, and they were absolutely loving me yesterday because I was giving them lots of dog food and little dog treats that we have. And I also saw my best mates who popped in to have some food, and so it was good to see them. So I was just chatting with them, and my best mate, one of them, kept on winding me up. He was like, Dan, Dan. So I was like looking around, like, and I went, and of course our other best mate was like, she was like, stop winding them up. And it's like, blimmin' heck. I did their food and drink order, absolutely smashed it. No pressure. I was like, oh my god, if I messed up their order, that would be absolutely embarrassing. But yeah, it was really good seeing them. And then they kindly waited till I'd finished at 3, and I joined them, and they let me have some of their halloumi fries and nachos. They left some for me, so I had those. I didn't eat many of the nachos. I did have some of the jalapenos that were on top of them. Love jalapenos. I then got my bag and coat and went off to go to the flower shop, but it was shut. So I went off to WH Smith and I looked around there. You know how I love my stationery. Never hurts to have a little nose around there. I then got messaged by one of my best mates, and she was like, you forgot to pay for your fresh OJ that I'd had while there, and so she had to pay the whole tab. So I felt awful. So of course I gave her the change out of the tips because I just been given my tips. So it was all good, all sorted out. And then she went off and got her nails done while me and my best mate went off to get my other mate. I'm just going to call him my mate for now because I'm not going to keep calling my best mates. They're my best mates basically. So me and my mate went off to go to my favourite little coffee place. It's really lush in there, and one of the shopkeepers there I used to work with, and we also have great banter, lovely chats. And I had a gingerbread hot chocolate, and he had a a black forest gatto hot chocolate. That's it, and he really enjoyed it. And they also come with little Biscoff biscuits, which was so cute. And then our mate was done with her getting her nails done, and we then made our way back home. They then had to go to the shops, so they went off, gave them hugs, and was like, see you later, lovely catching up. And I then got home. My dad was then at the Tortworth Hotel doing my older brother and sister's mate's wedding disco. That's it. I cannot speak today. The amount of time I've had to redo this vlog, but you know what? I am not going to anymore. No filter biatch. I'm literally just gonna talk, and let's just see where this goes. It could end up going completely batshit crazy, but let's just do it. Let's just off script this mother fudger. And yeah, so basically I then got changed out of my work uniform, and I was literally almost falling asleep. I was literally like, oh my god, my eyes were just feeling so heavy. I then wrote a bit of my journal, watched some TikToks and some vlogs, listened to a bit of music, a little bit of colouring in, and my younger brother and his girlfriend were then back from being out, and they got a lot of stuff for their new apartment that they're moving into soon, which is very exciting. And they then went off to the pub with their mates. I had spaghetti bolognese for tea, just out of a packet, with a tiny little smidge of Parmesan cheese, only just about enough that you could probably feed a mouse. It was actually minuscule, but it was really good. I then was just scrolling through my Twitter, and an article came up saying about neighbours maybe being axed, and I was like, what? Holy moly, this cannot be true. I thought it was a prank. First of all, it came from the source of the Sun newspaper, which you can never trust because the Sun are full of a load of bull. But then, of course, other like news article sites and stuff that are like more trustworthy kind of started saying about it. So I was like, oh crap. Hopefully it gets picked up by another channel, because it's iconic. Kylie Minogue, Jason Donovan, and numerous other big names have come from that show. It's literally iconic. You cannot get rid of Neighbours. So yeah, I really, really hope that they don't end up getting rid of Neighbours. And I then finished writing my journal for the day, put that away with a little bit of more of To All the Boys I Loved Before. 2 such great books, such great films. I've watched all the films, and I'm now trying to slowly get through the books. I had a cup of tea and some biscuits while reading a bit of that, did a little bit of writing, a bit of colouring in, watched some illustrations. I then watched the newest episode of Casualty, caught up with that. Last night's episode of Casualty was so good. I've kind of been going off a bit of Casualty, but now I've kind of been getting back into it as well. And yeah, love it. I love Dylan. Dylan's probably one of my favourite characters in Casualty. Then I went off to bed, and then on my Sunday, which is today, I got up ready for work and was doing 10 till 3, so it meant I got a little lie-in, which I loved. I actually had the best night's sleep last night. I then got up, showered and changed, had some breakfast, and was just listening to a bit of music. My mum was asleep. Older brother and sister were at the hotel they stayed at after the wedding last night, and my younger brother was on his Xbox, younger sister up in Cheltenham. My dad then dropped me to work. I got to work, got clocked in, and it was just the lads, all the male colleagues of mine working, so I was like, lads, and yeah, we worked really well together. It was really good. We had a lot of laughs, and I absolutely smashed it. I was cleaning, polishing lots of the cutlery, putting that away, putting loads of the cups and saucers away that came from pot wash. I was doing food and drink orders, cleaning loads of tables. It was literally here, there and everywhere, and it was really, really good shift. And I had a cup of tea, or 2 or 3 like cups of tea, literally keeping me going, keeping me fueled, and yeah, it was really good. There's a new guy that's just started, and he's absolutely smashing it. He was now pulling pints on the bar, which I cannot do. I've done a few pints, but I prefer being out, taking orders, running food and drinks, mainly stuff like that. But yeah, I'd love to learn to do a few more pints and stuff, make a few more drinks. And one of the other colleagues who sometimes gets on my nerves a bit, we were actually getting on really well, and yeah, maybe we just needed to like work together a bit more. And yeah, it was really good, and they were like, so if you want, I can try and show you how to do a few pints sometime, which was awesome. I was like, yeah, sure. And yeah, I saw a few regulars again like I normally do, and was just chatting with them. And I was saying how my younger sister's starting work there tomorrow, which is insane. I'm looking forward to it. I was a little bit nervous at first, but we're going to smash it, and I'm mainly going to be doing daytime, she's going to be doing evenings, so we shouldn't really be working together that much. But I'm sure we can work together without killing each other. I mean, if my older sister and brother can work in the same primary school, in the same class, one as a teacher, one as a TA, and not kill each other, I'm sure we've got this. And we've already said that if we don't want to do certain shifts, that we could try and change it and like swap shifts and stuff, which should be fun. And yeah, I used to work with one of my colleagues whose sister worked there as well, so of course there were a set of sisters that worked there, and they never ended up killing each other, so I'm sure we'll manage as well. And yeah, it's going to be exciting working with her. We've got a lot of new people joining as well, which is going to be good. I then finished at 3. and it got to like 2:40ish, and it was quite quiet. And all of a sudden, bam! A load of people came in, and it was literally insane. I was like, where the hell have all these people come from? So I was supposed to finish at 3. I finished at like 3:15 because I was just running loads of drinks and stuff. And then I finished at 3. I'm able to go, and they're like, yeah, go, be free. So I got my bag, got my coat, clocked out, and of course my mum was parked outside, but she had to go back home, come back and put the meat on for the Sunday roast. So of course I saw the car, went to get my bag and coat, looked back, and she was gone. So of course I called my dad up, who's on the way up to Cheltenham to pick my younger sister up, who was just there for the Thursday, Friday, for like saying goodbye to her mates and stuff up there before she comes back here for a few months or so, and she's gonna be going back to do her masters. So she like had like a farewell thing there. So of course I was like, where's Pam? So I saw the car, I didn't know where she's gone. And of course I then called her, and she was like, oh yeah, I'd come home because you were taking too long. So I was like, charming. So of course she then came back up, picked me up. We've then gone to McCall's and I got myself some lunch. Got myself some of these bad boys, love them. Love a bit of Farewell Shay. They are just so good. Heaven in a bite. I also got myself some sandwiches and some cherry cola, which I am obsessed with. I then got back. I didn't even get dropped onto my driveway as my mum had to go down to my grandparents' house. So she literally just pulled up down the road and was like, can you get out from here? So I was like, alright. So of course I got my backpack, my coat, my bag of stuff I got from the shops. Had to walk up, let myself in, and then had my lunch, got changed, and was just watching some TikToks and vlogs, listened to a bit of music, wrote back my journal. My younger sister and dad got back from getting my sister at Cheltenham, and I could hear her before I saw her, the big blubber mouth. I was literally like upstairs, I just heard the door open, and then of course I could hear her. I was like, she's back alright. She definitely talks more than me, and that's saying something. But apparently at work, she's more like quiet, she's more focused. Which I was like that. I talk a little bit too much at work, but that's why they love me. I'm just like, they wouldn't love me any other way. The thing is, I'll try and not talk too much at work, and then they're like, what's wrong? Are you okay? Are you feeling anxious? Are you not feeling very well? I was like, no, but you taught me not to talk. I just can't win. If I talk too much, I get told off. When I talk too little, they think I'm worried or upset or not feeling very well. Sometimes I just don't want to talk. But yeah, it's very rarely that I do not want to talk. I'm always up for a chit chat, you know me. And yeah, I gave her a good big hug. I was like, good to see you, colleague. Can't wait. I am actually really looking forward to working with her. It's going to be fun, and I'm going to be able to show her the ropes. I was like, you're on my territory now, even though she's going to be my supervisor, which is going to be very awkward at first, but it'll be fine. And yeah, I just can't wait. I am now off Monday, Tuesday, and I'm back in Wednesday night. So I get Monday, Tuesday, and daytime off Wednesday. So I'm just gonna sleep for those 2 days and like daytime. Just gonna relax. Can't wait. Monday, Tuesday is my weekend because I work weekends. So yeah, I am absolutely buzzing. Cannot wait. And then my older sister and brother got back from being at the rugby club for my older sister's rugby game, which they won. My older sister absolutely smashed it. My younger sister is hopefully going to start playing for the women's rugby team, which would be awesome. And my younger brother had gone down to watch. He got back a bit earlier than my older brother and sister because they stayed down at the rugby club for a little bit. Then my mum and younger sister got the tea ready, and I had the best roast dinner ever. It was so good. The chicken was the pork. It was pork, not chicken. We normally have chicken, but we had pork instead. And the crackling was just amazing. And I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Also had some apple crumble for pudding, apple pie crumble, and some custard, which was so good. Tons of custard because I absolutely love custard. So here's my cat. Our cat Paddy absolutely loves custard. So she was having a field day out in the kitchen, licking the last little drops of the custard out of my bowl, and we then tidied away, put the table away, and I Then was just watching a bit more of my journal, listened to a bit of music, did a little bit of drawing, a bit of colouring in, and my older sister then went off home. I am now off to go and watch tonight's Dancing on Ice. Nearly said Strictly, wrong show. I always get it confused. I called it Strictly on Ice. I was like, that's not right, Dan. It's Dancing on Ice and Strictly on Dancing. Two different things. And yeah, love it. I love Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield. Loved them this morning. They absolutely cracked me up. So looking forward to watching that. And I'm going to be finished writing my journal, put that away, probably have a bit of cereal, and then just watch some Netflix. And yeah, I hope you guys have all had a lovely weekend. All have a lovely rest of your Sunday evening and a beautiful, good vibes all around week. And yeah, I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.